Found my way. I'm back, and I look forward to the rest of this run.
I think you're overreacting. And the reason why I think you're overreacting, Max Kellerman, is because he doesn't have to turn around and score 35 a game, which we know he's not going to do. The problem is you can't be as anemic and as draped with absentee status when you're the secondary star on a championship team. We're not sitting there and saying, well, Paul George has arrived and he's alleviated himself of his doldrums because he dropped 35 last night. The problem wasn't that he scored 35 last night. The problem was that he scored 14, 11, and 9, and he was going in a worse direction. He was shooting 22% from three-point range. He was shooting 29% from the field. And more importantly, he seemed disinterested and absent, as Kendrick Perkins had alluded to, just disinterested or aloof and distant from your team. That was the difference. If Paul George had gone out there and these numbers were these numbers, but there was tenacity, there was aggression, there were the kind of things that you're accustomed to seeing from a secondary offensive option that has averaged at least 24 a game in the last 4 postseasons. That is entirely different than being passive. So when he brings up his anxiety, the depression, being distant, and all of this other stuff, that explains it, because that's not talking about a bad game. That's talking about appearing disinterested in perfecting your craft and doing whatever it takes to propel you to a championship. That's what was missing, and now we know why.
About that, we agree. About that, we agree. Not all 14, 11, and 9s are created equal. But a superstar can do that. When I say superstar, I don't mean that he needs to drop 35 points a game. He needs to be a good offensive. He needs to give the team what the team needs, especially as the second banana. But when it's not like, Paul George at his best is about an MVP caliber player, right? So that's a hell of a second banana. That guy needs to do whatever the team needs. If it's a night where they're playing great defense on Kawhi or giving him attention or his shot's just not falling, then Paul George needs to score 35 points. If Luka Doncic they need to